So good morning children. So last class we have discussed up to chemical properties of metal and physical properties of metal. Then next alloy. How to prepare the alloy? What are the properties of alloy? What are the methods and the different types of alloys? Okay. So today we are going to start the new topic. Okay. Extractive metallurgy of aluminium. Okay. Extractive metallurgy of aluminium. So how to extract the aluminium from ores? Okay, so that is called extractive metallurgy of aluminium. So what is the chemical formula? What is the symbol of aluminium? Okay, Al. Okay, first letter capital letter followed by small letter, already we know. Okay, so what is the atomic number of aluminium? 13. Okay, mass number 27. Okay, so how to write the electronic configuration? Okay, 2 8 3. Okay, 2 8 3. So first cell contains 2 electron, second cell contains 8 electron, third cell contains 3 electrons. Okay, the outermost cell contains 3 electrons. Okay, that is called valence electron. So the valency of aluminium. Okay, the valency of aluminium is plus 3. Okay, plus 3. Okay, usually metal shows valency of what valence electron in outermost cell either 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, so aluminium contains how many electrons in outermost cell? 3 electron. So the valency, okay, is equal to plus 3. Okay, so next, what are the ores? Okay, so next we will enter into the new topic. So aluminium is a highly reactive metal. Okay, aluminium is a highly reactive metal. Okay, abundantly found in the earth. Okay, so next one, it occurs in the combined state. Okay, the importance ores of aluminium is, okay, 3 ores are given in our textbook. Okay, so first one, bauxite. First one, bauxite. Okay, what is the chemical formula? Al2O3 dot 2H2O. Okay, second one, cryolite. Okay, so chemical formula Na3Al F6. Okay, Na3Al F6. Okay, third one, corundum. So Al2O3. Okay, Al2O3. Okay, so these are all the ores of what? Aluminium. Okay, so we are going to extract the aluminium from bauxite. Okay, why? Okay, the bauxite contains high percentage of aluminium when compared to other 2 ores. Okay, so there are 3 ores are there. One is bauxite, Al2O3 dot 2H2O. Second one, cryolite. Third one, corundum. Okay, Al2O3. Okay, so next one. Okay, so what are the methods are involved in the extraction of aluminium from bauxite? So there are 2 methods are there. Okay, so first one, okay, Bayes method. So how many methods are there? 2 methods are there. Okay, first one, Bayes method. So in this method, okay, we will take the powdered bauxite material, okay, that should be reacted with, under pressure, reacted with caustic soda. Okay, caustic soda solution at 150 degrees Celsius to form sodium meta-aluminate. Okay, again this sodium meta-aluminate washed with water. Okay, again that sodium meta-aluminate washed with water to form aluminium hydroxide. to form aluminium hydroxide. Okay, the last step for in this process, okay, after washing of this aluminium hydroxide, okay, dried and ignited with 1000 degrees Celsius. Okay, dried and washed. Okay, again ignited with 1000 degrees Celsius to get alumina. So what is the what is the chemical formula of alumina? Al2O3. So in this process we are removing the water molecules. So which method? Bayes method. Okay. So second method, okay, Hall's process. Second method, Hall's process. So second method, Hall's process. So we have to take the iron tank. Okay, the iron tank attached with the graphite. Okay, so acting as a cathode. Cathode means negative. Okay, so here we have to take what? Electrolyte solution. Okay, electrolyte solution. Okay, here suspended with graphite, iron rod suspended with what ma? Graphite. Okay, this one acting as a anode. Okay. Okay, so this apparatus we have to take. Okay, so in this electrolyte solutions, okay, so what are the materials are present? Okay, so one is pure alumina, second one molten cryolite, third one fluorosulfur. So fluorosulfur is a flux material. Okay, so why we want to add the flux material to this solution? So we have to reduce the fusion temperature and impurities. Okay, so next we have to apply the temperature 900 degrees Celsius to 950 degrees Celsius. Next voltage 5 to 6 voltage. Okay, so where we will get the aluminium? Okay, where we will get the aluminium? So aluminium deposited at which side? Cathode side. Why? Aluminium is acting positive, so automatically it will deposit in which side ma? Cathode side. Okay, so anode side, okay, oxygen gas is liberated. Okay, that oxygen gas combined with the graphite, it will come outside in the form of what? Carbon dioxide. So in this way we will purify the aluminium from alumina. Alumina means what? Al2O3. Okay, so there are two processes are involved. Okay, first one Bayer process, second one Hall's process. Okay, so next one physical properties of aluminium. So what is mean by physical properties? Already we know. So last class we have discussed about the physical properties of metals. So physical properties of aluminium. Okay, so first point, okay, so it is a silvery white metal. What is the color? Silvery white color. Okay, second point, it has low density, okay, around 2.7. so when compared to other metal, okay, it has what ma? Lightweight. Okay, so third point, it is a malleable and ductile. So we can able to convert it into, or we can able to change it into either in the wire form or in the sheet form. Okay, so fourth one, it is a good conductor of what? Heat and electricity. Okay, next fifth point, it has the melting point of what ma? 660 degrees Celsius. Okay, the last point, it can be polished to produce shining, attractive appearance. Okay, so these are all the properties of what? Physical properties of aluminium. So next one, chemical properties of aluminium. Chemical properties of aluminium. So first one, reaction with the air. Okay, first one, reaction with the air. Okay, ordinary air does not react with aluminium. So ordinary air does not react with aluminium. Okay, on heating at 800 degrees Celsius. Okay, on heating with 800 degrees Celsius. Okay, aluminium burns very brightly, forming its oxide. Okay, so aluminium react with oxygen at what degree Celsius? 800 degrees Celsius to form aluminium oxide. To form aluminium oxide. The same way, okay, aluminium react with nitrogen to form aluminium nitride. Okay, aluminium nitride. Okay, so how to balance this equation? Okay, here 2 oxygen atoms are there, here 3 oxygen atoms are there. So we have to multiply with 2, 6 oxygen atom. Okay, so here 3. Here how many aluminum atoms are there? 4. So here 4. Okay, here only 1 aluminium, 1 nitrogen. Here 1 aluminium, nitrogen. Okay, so okay, nitrogen does not react within the what form? Element form, in the molecule form. Okay, so automatically here 2, here 2. Okay, the first point, reaction with air. Okay, to give corresponding oxides and nitride. Okay, second one, reaction with water. Reaction with water. Okay, aluminium does not react with water at what condition? Ordinary conditions. Okay, so when we are passing the steam, over the Redcott condition of aluminium, okay, liberate hydrogen gas. Okay, so aluminium react with the steam. Okay, to liberate what ma? Aluminium oxide. Okay, plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so 2, here 3. Okay, here 3. Okay, so next here how many hydrogen atom? 6 hydrogen atom. Here also 3. Here 2 aluminium atom. So in this way we have to balance the chemical equations. Okay, so third one, reaction with alkalis. Okay, it react with strong alkalis to form aluminate. To form what ma? Aluminate. Okay, so reaction with alkalis. Reaction with alkalis. LiSe won't come. Okay, so aluminium react with sodium hydroxide in presence of water to form what? Sodium meta-aluminate. Okay, so NaAlO2 plus, which one is liberated ma? Hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, so next we have to balance this equation. So how to balance this equation? Okay, 2, here also 2. Okay, so next one, here how many aluminum atom? 2. Here hydrogen 4. Okay, here 2. So totally 3. So in this way you have to balance this equation. So okay, so next one, reaction with the acids. Reaction with the acids. Reaction with the acid. Okay, so aluminium react with either dilute hydrochloric acid or concentrated hydrochloric acid to give aluminium chloride, AlCl3, plus which gas is liberated ma? Hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, hydrogen gas is liberated. Okay, here 2, here 6Cl, here 6, here how many hydrogen atom? 3. Okay, so aluminium react with both dilute HCl and concentrated hydrochloric acid to give aluminium chloride plus liberation of H2 molecule. Okay, the same way aluminium elaborated with hydrogen on reaction with the dilute sulfuric acid. Okay, dilute sulfuric acid, what type of gas is liberated? Okay, H2 gas. H2 gas is liberated. H2 gas is liberated. So we may increase the concentration. We may increase the concentration. So what type of gas is liberated? Sulfur dioxide gas is liberated. Okay, that is the difference between dilute sulfuric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so aluminium reacted with the dilute sulfuric acid liberated hydrogen gas. The same aluminium reacted with the concentrated sulfuric acid to liberate which gas? Sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, so aluminium does not react with either dilute nitric acid or concentrated nitric acid because of the layer formation. Because of layer formation. So last one, last chemical properties. Okay, okay, aluminothermic process. Okay, aluminothermic process. Aluminothermic process. So what is mean by aluminothermic process? Okay, aluminium is an best example of what powerful reducing agent. Okay, this aluminium powder mixed with iron oxide, okay, Fe2O3, okay, to give pure metal plus Al2O3 plus excess of heat is liberated. So it is an this reaction is an example of heat is liberated. Okay, exothermic reaction, aluminothermic process. Okay, so next one, uses of aluminium. Uses of aluminium. So aluminium is used to make different types of materials. Okay, different types of materials. Okay, one is household materials. Second one, electric cable in industries. Third one, making aeroplanes and other materials. Okay, dura-aluminium. Okay, dura-aluminium is an example of what? Alloy. Okay, not in the pure metal. Dura-aluminium. Okay, 4 or 5 metals combined to make it as a new one. That is called alloy. Okay, so that's all today classes. Okay, so today class we have discussed how to extract the aluminium from ore. So what are the steps are involved? So what are the physical properties? Okay, so what are the chemical properties? Last one, uses of aluminium. Okay, so thank you children. Remaining headings we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.